Hey, Eric. Hi, Jamie.
Hello. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody watching.
Hey,
Hi.
Eric. Today I'm going to let you choose between two choices because I can't make up my mind. One is about matter. We're going to talk about matter, and the other is about reality, the nature of reality. You choose.
Ooh, he likes matter.
Okay. It does matter. Now, what is matter? Let's start out with some basics. What the heck is it?
Matter, he said, is particles crammed together in different patterns to make shit.
Oops. My thing came off. Okay. Can we go into a little bit more detail? Please?
He goes, do you want to pick something? Like, why do they stick together? Why, what?
Well, let's go even more basic. How was matter created?
He said then we would have to go straight to the earth. We'd have to go back before the Big Bang because, yes, the universe started with the Big Bang. He says, is that what you mean?
I don't know. You just tell me what you know.
He goes, can I call a friend?
Yes, call a friend. Phone a friend, yes. You get that one phone a friend only, though.
He says, I don't know how far back I can explain for exactly where matter came from within space.
Oh, okay. All right. What can you... Oh.
But the attraction of particles to atoms to have small gravitational forces, he says, I find that more fascinating than where did everything begin, because there's different levels of gravitational force and attraction between these particles that create the substance of everything that you see around you. Mm-hmm. And he said what's even more fun is that man can now manipulate that. And it's all based on what Earth started for in herself, creating different, he's talking about water, metals, gases, so solid, liquid, gas. He says, throw back at me. What do you want?
Well, that's interesting. So they say, or I don't know if it's atoms or electrons, that they're tiny black holes. Can you speak to that at all?
I wouldn't say the electrons are.
Hey, can you go get Einstein? We can have him help us.
I was talking about this man named Lawrence, but yes. Yes, what do you want to know?
Is Einstein? Can you go get Einstein?
He said yes.
Oh, okay. Is he here?
Why are you so irritated? You didn't even introduce anything.
Is he here?
He said yes.
Okay, Mr. Einstein, a pleasure to meet you. We've talked before, and I really enjoyed that. We're having a little trouble, and probably Eric just can't explain it to us. He probably knows all this, but it's just so hard to relate to us peons. Atoms, electrons, are they tiny black holes?
He said they are in... Eric's messing with him, man. He goes, what, you don't even say hi to my mom? Like, you don't say hi to everybody? He goes, you realize this is going to be heard? He says hello. That's not why he showed up. He showed up to answer a question. Mm-hmm. When you mentioned the word wormhole, right? No, you said
tiny
black hole.
Black hole.
He shook his head. Yes, he says, but he said that the size tiny, that measurement of a word you're using, he said within that it explains it all. He says we can't fathom in our head certain measurements without being able to tangibly see them, because we believe, as the giants we are, what's smaller than us is controlled by us. That we may step on the ant, that we may bruise the plant, that with our size and our weight, that we have a certain cause and effect. He says, but when we are looking at the matter in the atom, in the electrons, the protons, neutrons, he says that within it contains, I love it, he doesn't really make a ton of eye contact. He's like down, looking at his hands. He's telling me, that within there are very minuscule communicators to a greater universe, a greater place than what it is showing you on the face value. He says, but us ourselves are made of these. And he said, in this design, we have the ability to connect all that is to the one.
Okay.
No, that's not a comparison. What are you saying then? Within this wormhole effect, he believes that it should be explained in a different way, because he doesn't think that a lot of the common people who hear the word wormhole quite understand it, because it still seems to be a science fiction
Are we talking about wormholes? Are we talking about wormholes or black holes?
Black
or are
holes,
they the same?
sorry.
Are they tiny
Black
little
holes.
vortexes, maybe? Could they be okay.
Not a, are you talking about like a cone vortex
Yeah,
thing?
maybe, I don't know. Okay.
Sorry, I keep messing up the word black hole with wormhole.
I know, it's
That's
easy.
The term black hole to the common people is more as a sci-fi, more of an entertainment value or comic book word, rather than something that is real and that can be found in our everyday existence. And within these minuscule black holes, we have the ability to, as he mentions before, connect to all that is. But the concept of understanding, what do you want me to pick up? I have my phone. That this is a solid matter, and a dirty one, is not as solid as we perceive it. It's why we have the capability of moving through items, yet the power of the human brain from birth is trained that it cannot. And he says,
I hear there's more empty space in matter than there are particles.
This is true. He said, you're very accurate to say so. Okay. And he was taking it back to your son and why he enjoyed this stop mechanism, as he calls it, because it is taught to the people on Earth, and therefore it becomes a truth.
But we could theoretically move through things?
Yes.
Because there's just so much space in between the particles?
Space.
Wow.
Yes.
What is dark matter and dark energy? Just the brief explanation, because we're running out of time. Dang it.
He tells a joke.
Oh,
that dark matter and dark energy is light energy and light matter with the lights off.
Oh boy. Keep your day job there, Einstein.
With using the terminology of dark, he says, I don't want the common understanding to be that it is an opposing energy or matter value to light. he said it's the mislabeling and misuse of English language,
Okay.
of communication. He says, but that's how our brain works. It recalls what we believe our definition is and puts value on it. Dark energy and dark matter is extremely valuable and is mixed in with all of the energy that we use to sustain life, to sustain communication. It is not as separate or distant as it was currently described.
Oh.
How is it currently described?
I don't know. I can't remember. But just in one sentence, since we're running really close to the end here, what is dark matter? Let's start out with that. In just one or two sentences.
He touches his face. He said, why don't you have me back for another 20 minutes?
I know it would take that, yes.
He said he thinks it would be more useful to discuss in full what this is and how it might help. But he said you could define it as being energy located on other dimensional planes that will be of great use to humans in the future.
Okay, and dark energy?
Yes. It's not... That's a joke, right? Okay, yes.
So, and dark energy is, what is that?
That's what he was explaining as energy.
I thought that was dark matter he was talking about. Okay, so that is dark energy, and I think dark energy is the infinite supply of energy that we'll eventually learn to tap into, right?
Yeah, it's in other dimensional planes.
Oh, interesting. And then dark matter is...
Can you see the picture that's in my head?
No, I wish I could.
It's an opposing...
Give her the words, Dr. Einstein.
It's a different... It's definitely not negative. It's not bad. It's not like that. But it's like on... in my head, it's like on a flip side. It's like... like you don't see it. It's like space, the air stuff. But it's not vapor. It's not a gas. It's a real kind of matter. I guess it would also, be on a different dimensional plane. So it's kind of out of our experience of our five senses. That's why it's still considered to be hypothetical. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, well, can I bring you back in the next session, and we'll talk more about it?
Like that.
Okay. Last question. This is a yes or no question. Is it so that death is transitioning from these little black holes that make up our body to a white hole, going through the event horizon?
Einstein says no, it's not as simple as that.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that maybe next time too. Sounds great. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later. Eric, talk to you later too.
He says that you're onto something good.
Okay, good. That should be fun. I better study up a little bit. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in this sometimes confusing video. Hope you learned something. Eric, yes. Thank you so much for what you've offered and bringing in Einstein. Appreciate that. And I love everybody. Y'all stay tuned for the messages at the end of this video. Bye,
Eric
everybody.
Said, see you later.
Bye. Bye, Jamie.
Bye.
I love you, Eric.
I love you, Mama.
In case you forgot.
Love everyone. Aww.
Bye.
Never.